Hey there, Scorpio. Welcome to your reading for quarter 4 of 2023. We are going to jump right in here and we are going to see what's going on for you. In your current general energies, you have this thoughts card and this official person card. You could be attracting an official person. I'll show you this card in a minute. He kind of looks like the emperor, the official person card. So you could be attracting like your emperor or your empress. Take it how it resonates, doesn't matter. And, again, there could be a person who's thinking about you, or you are thinking of a person, take it how it resonates. Like I said, you have the Page of Cups here as well. Definitely the end of this year is better for love for water signs. I literally said it in the yearly readings that I did for all the water signs, and it's definitely been true. You're the last water sign that I'm doing today, and so, all three of you have had good love readings. But you have the Nine of Pentacles, the Fool, and the Page of Cups. Again, you could be going from literally single to taking a leap of faith towards an admirer or a new person, probably someone that you're thinking of here. Look, you have the King of Wands as well, definitely someone you're very passionate about or someone you feel a very strong connection with. And look, you have this mature woman card. Look, she looks like a queen as well. So, you could be really, I do get like divine counterpart vibes from this reading for sure. So, like I said, I would go for it. But the Nine of Pentacles is also a card of gratitude and luxuries. So the Nine of Pentacles can represent being grateful for what you have. It is pre-Empress energy, this card. So some of you definitely could be stepping into your like true Empress power here, or whatever you want to call it. On top of that, it is a card of your environment. So there's this snail right here, and snails wear their homes on their back. So it can represent kind of like paying attention to your environment or making sure that you're in a good environment, whatever you want to call it. And I do feel that for some of you, where there's like something about the energy around you, and I forgot to say this, or I forgot to show you, here's the official person and here's this thoughts card. It's like someone is clearly thinking of you, or you're thinking of another person here. 22 there too. What I will say is 22 is a master builder number. So, some of you could be getting into a connection with a person where it's like, it's almost like a master builder type situation. I don't know everything about numerology. I know I very rarely pay attention to numbers, but it is popping into my head. So, again, there could definitely be a very solid connection coming in for you here. And again, it looks like you're taking a leap of faith. For others, I feel like you're taking a leap of faith towards something new. You have two nines right next to each other. Right here, you have the Nine of Pentacles and Nine of Cups. To me, two nines can represent something new. Whatever. It could be a new business, new job, new situation, a new place to live. Doesn't matter. But again, you have the Fool, which would be a fresh start. And it looks to me like there's some sort of fresh start coming in for you. It's probably something you've been hoping for, praying for, dreaming of. The Page of Cups, he's got that fish in a cup. And that fish, I always say, is something that he is dreaming of. It's something he's imagining. It might not even be real. We actually don't know. We don't know if that fish is real or fake or whatever. So, for a lot of you, again, this might be just, could be a love situation, could be a person, but it could also just be some other dream you're having. And it looks to me like you're taking a leap of faith in this direction. And look, if we go this way too, from the Eight of Wands to the King of Wands, the Eight of Wands is quick success, and the King of Wands is like being bold, being assertive. He's like the entrepreneur as well. He really, really nurtures things into existence. Like anything he cares about, he really takes care of it, like his business. But it doesn't have to be a business. You could be really, your dream could be a relationship, and you could really take care of that relationship with the Page of Cups. It's about nurturing something into existence here. Yeah, with the Nine of Pentacles, you have this isolation card. Maybe you've been isolated or you are in isolation. And this could be a person who kind of, you see how she's like pulling him out of isolation? You could also be the one that is doing this to someone else. So you might be interested in a person who is isolating themselves or who is isolated. And it's like you are kind of like pulling them out of a situation. So, where they're just, maybe they've been hurt or whatever, and you're kind of like bringing them out of it. Could be a Virgo for some of you too. With the Fool, you have this extremism card. I would be careful of extremism for the next, till 2033, probably. I always tell people the problem with, we have Neptune moving into Aries in 2026, which is kind of like, I see it as a rise of cults, right? People looking for an answer, people looking for a savior. But the answer with Neptune and Pisces is to save yourself. So the problem is that extreme ideas, I think, will become, very tempting for people, and mostly because, I don't know, I think people are going to be looking for solutions to things, problems or whatever. And so those more extreme answers might be very attractive. When you think about it, it's like, I think like diets are a good example. And I'm not making a statement on diets. I don't care what you eat, right? Enjoy it, whatever it is. But it's like, we see a lot of people going to extremes like carnivore diet, right? And I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I'm just saying that, it's an extreme, right? And if it works for you, great. I don't care. I don't need to hear about it in the comments. Same with you vegans, right? I don't need to hear about you eating grass in your backyard. But what I would say here is that I would be careful of the extremes because, and again, it's not even about the extremes. It's about, really, did you do your research to know that an extreme is the right answer? And if you did, then good. Then you'll be fine. I would just make sure you're doing your research, right? About anything. And I'm not even talking about diets here, people. I'm just using that as an example. I always get someone who's like vegan librarian or something like that leaving comments, right? It's like, I don't care. Eat your grass. Good for you. With the Page of Cups, you have the negotiation card here. This is about negotiating, obviously. One thing I will say here is that you can't negotiate desire, So I do feel that for some of you where it's like maybe you've been carrying the weight of a relationship or that's what you did in the past. And it's like maybe you tried in this situation, but I am hearing you can't negotiate desire. It's like desire is there or it's not, right? And so, I would be careful of getting into a situation where it feels like you're negotiating desire or if you're already with a person, so I would try to, fix that or get counseling or whatever you can if you're in that situation. Next, we're doing your next big change. You have this card that says, don't allow a scarcity mindset to limit your success. Yes, it is time to dream big. We still have Neptune and Pisces. With Neptune and Pisces, I tell people, take your wildest dream, multiply it by 1,000 and start working towards it. Are you going to get your 1,000x dream that what you just multiplied by 1,000? Probably not, but you might get like 100x, which is better than what you originally wanted. So now is the time to dream big, crazy dreams, big, crazy ideas, and to work towards it. Again, even if you only get 10 times better, and that's 10 times better than what you originally wanted. So dream big. You have this card that says something from your past will resurface. It's okay to revisit it. You could be revisiting something from the past. I'm not saying you're going back to a person, but again, this card just says revisit. It doesn't say get back together with a person. For a lot of you, it probably isn't even love. It's probably something that you are bringing back to life that you put a lot of work into with the Ten of Wands. So you have the Ten of Wands here. You have the Nine of Cups, Eight of Wands, and the Ten of Wands. I'm really focused on this Ten of Wands in this part of the reading. I feel it's saying that you put a lot of work and effort into something and then you let it go. So again, this feels like it could be like a business or a project or an idea. And it's like you're kind of like breathing new life into something that you spent a lot of time on. And that's what I feel like is going on here. You have the Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands is quick success and quick movement. And so I feel for a lot of you that there is quick success coming in for you. I also do feel there could be communication in the form of love coming in for you. And, if you want love, looks really good. This could be socializing. It could also be you starting out as friends with a person. So, it's like maybe something starts as friends and then it kind of goes from there. It could be a fire sign. You have Leo here. You have the King of Wands as well. Could also be an earth sign. You have the Page of Wands. So, again, fire and earth stand out to me. It could be any sign. This is a general reading. But again, the Eight of Wands is my card of socializing. So I just get that social feeling from this card as well. You might just be socializing with a person first, and then it becomes something more. I feel like it'll move forward quickly with the Eight of Wands. It is fast. The other thing I would say here is that if you are working towards something specific, like a specific goal, wish, dream going this way here, I see it being very successful. I feel like the negotiation card is saying, don't negotiate with yourself. It's like, sometimes I think, here's what I mean by this, right? I believe in asking for things unapologetically. Like if you want, I always tell people, like if you want $10 million, go make the $10 million, right? But what most people do is they say, I want $10 million, but I'll be happy with one. And what you're doing is you're creating this kind of like, this battle with the universe, because the universe is like, well, what the hell do you want? Do you want 1 or 10? And this is why most people never get there, because, really they have like a money block that says, well, I know I'll never get to 10, so I'll settle for 1. And, I feel like this reading is saying, no, go for exactly what you want. Go for the gold in this, whatever. I'm just using money as an example. It could be anything. It could be your wildest dreams. And if anything, I think you should say, no, I want $1 billion or $100 million, right? Go for something way bigger. You have the Nine of Cups here. The Nine of Cups is a card of wish fulfillment and happiness. There's definitely something new coming in for you, which is what I was getting at the beginning of the reading with the nines, the 2 nines here. So let's see. With the Nine of Cups, you have this practicality card. It's like not a time to be practical. So I would be practical with practical things like money, for example. I wouldn't be out there spending money like crazy. I think we should be pretty boring with money right now, especially with the way the economy is and everything like that. Like I would practice good saving and all that other stuff, and just be aware. But as far as your ideas are concerned, or the things you want to do in your life, like don't be afraid to get messy. Don't be afraid to experiment, try new things. Don't be afraid to, color outside the lines, right? That's what I'd be doing on the things that I'm working on. With the Eight of Wands, you have this fortune card. Yes, definitely good fortunes coming in for you. I'm telling you right now, a lot of success. Definitely looks good. All three water signs had really good success at the end of this year. So, it looks really good success-wise. Definitely a lot of happiness. Could be getting a lot of attention as well, is what I'm getting. So, and by the way, Leo, right here. The Strength card could represent you getting attention, which we're going to talk about in a minute. With the Ten of Wands, you have this originality card. You're kind of bringing a new twist to an old idea. Remember what I was saying on that Ten of Wands? If you've been working on something for a long time, it could be your business, your career, whatever it is you do. It's almost like you could maybe there are some fresh ideas that you have where you could update it or do it in a different way. And I would definitely suggest it. I feel if you have any, again, I don't even know. I don't know what you do, obviously, because I'm reading for like a million of you. But if you have like new ideas for your career or your business or different things that you could do, I see it being very successful. Next, we're going to look at the unexpected. You have this shining through card and this quieting the mind card. I definitely feel with that extremism card, that would be a good time for you to quiet the mind. Again, if you find yourself like in that rushing energy, or if you find yourself like feeling like you're just going to jump right into something with that without thinking it through, maybe quieting the mind would be a good idea, or just being more in that energy of allowing, right? Because you have the shining through card. It's like the truth will shine through. It's like the things that are meant for you will shine bright. And so I feel like you need to know that. I just get this energy of like no rash decisions. Really do your research, on anything that you're going to jump into, and, take your time. But other than that, I feel pretty good about this. And again, if you're attracting love, I feel there is a person who is like shining. You have the King of Wands, the Four of Swords, in the Strength card. The King of Wands could be a fire sign or just someone you're very passionate about coming in for you in love. The King of Wands could also be you. I do get this energy of you being very like entrepreneurial at this time. That does not necessarily mean you have to have a business. By the way, people always come at me and they're always like, I don't have a business. And I always say, well, it doesn't have to be a business. It could be, you can be like entrepreneurial with your family, the way you nurture it and take care of it, right? So it's more like entrepreneurial in the sense that he really, really nurtures the things that are working in his life. That's the key word there, working. So, if you're wanting to work on your family, it's like, what aspects are working? Can you double down on those things that are working in your family and make more of it, more of that energy? The same thing if you're working on like a project or even like something fun in your life. Can you double down on the things that are working and get rid of the rest? That's what he would do. He's also very courageous and bold, and he's not like afraid to take risks. I do feel like you could be very much more courageous at this time. You are, is what I'm saying. You have the Four of Swords. Four of Swords is like resting, relaxing, recovering. Some of you could be healing from a separation, going to the Five of Swords. The Five of Swords is showing up in the area of the good stuff, so it's going to be good no matter what. And, again, this does look like a very good reading to me, so I do feel like things are kind of going in your favor here. You have the Strength card. The Strength card is obviously about having strength, but it's also a card of showing off. She has her hands in that lion's mouth here, and so she is kind of like doing something that most people would not do, and she's getting attention for it. So I really feel a lot of you could be getting attention for your strength. Like, you could be doing something that is showing the world your strength, like just how strong you are, and it could be bringing you a lot of positive attention. With the King of Wands, you have this escape card here. This is like a card of trying to escape a situation, but again, I feel like you're just trying to take control. You see this Chariot right here? I feel like you're trying to take more, I feel more that you're trying to take control of your life or your destiny in some way, and that's what I'm getting here. So there you go. Let's see. With the Four of Swords, you have this Quarrel card. Again, I feel like some of you are definitely healing going this way from a breakup, a separation. And it just looks to me like you are healing from it. Just that simple. With the Strength card, you have this Exalted card. Yeah, the time is now. The this exaltation card kind of says that the universe is on your side right now. The universe is blessing you and wants you to be successful. And that's really what I'm seeing here is like you are receiving blessings from the universe. Looks really, really, really good. Finally, at the end here for the good stuff, you have this mature woman card. It says a mother figure, good advisor, boss, mentor, teacher, or it says X, other woman. You have this good news card, all forms of communication, text, email, documents, letters, notes, voice messages. So I feel for some of you that there's clearly good news coming in for you. Could be from an older woman. It could also just be good news in the sense that you're getting approved for something. You have the Page of Pentacles, which is another card of good news. And for others of you, I feel maybe you took a risk or you're about to take a risk. The Five of Swords, again, this is the good stuff, so it's going to be good no matter what. And on the positive side of things, the Five of Swords can represent a win or winning at all cost, and it can be a card of taking a risk. So I feel like some of you are taking a risk at this time, and it's going to be good news. I feel it's going to lead to success and happiness, or you're going to have success and happiness due to some sort of risk that you're taking. You also have the Page of Pentacles. Again, if you want love, I do feel there's probably a new person coming in for you. Could be an earth sign. Could be, I mean, you have everything here now. But I feel that it maybe starts out as communication. Again, I can't get away from that Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands is like starting as friends. You know, it's not always true, but I don't know. I just get that feeling intuitively that some of you could be, it kind of starts as friends and then develops from there. I don't think there's anything wrong with that, by the way. So, you know, go for it. I feel this would be a very solid connection. I also would encourage you to learn as much as possible, which I think I said earlier. The Page of Pentacles is the card of studiousness, and if you're really trying to, you know, get that 1000x goal, like I was saying earlier, your wildest dreams, I would learn as much as you can about whatever you're doing. You will figure something out, something original, something unique with that originality card. You have this Page of Wands. This, for some reason, I feel like this is saying this is the journey you're on. Those are literally the words I'm getting here. Is it's just saying that the journey you're on is kind of discovering this like a unique, original way to be more successful in life. For a lot of you, this has to do with your career. So again, you could be discovering like some unique, original way to operate in your career or something like that. It looks really, really good. So again, for those of you in work or business, looks amazing. If you want love, looks amazing. With the Five of Swords, you have this drama card. Again, it is showing up in the good stuff. So I feel like it's saying that you could be avoiding the drama here, or you will avoid the drama, and or you could be healing some sort of, you know, drama. With the Page of Pentacles, what do you know? You have this companionship card. How funny is it? You have this companionship card. Like a companion could be a lover, but also could be a friend. So, you know, the word companion could just be a friend, right? So again, it seems to me like you're starting something off just more friendly, and then it kind of develops into something much deeper over time. So there you go. I don't know what I was going to say something else, but I don't remember. With the Page of Wands, are you kidding? You have this friendship card. So there you go. I'm telling you right now, definitely going to start out as friends and then probably develop into something much, much deeper. But it looks very, very good if you want love to enter into your life. But let's see what is going on for you here. You have this finger card. It says, warning you of a problem either now or in the future. So you do have this involvement with the law card here coming up. I'm going to pull, I feel like these are connected, all this right here, and I feel like it could be, some of you, it could be a divorce or a separation. I'm just going to show you. You have this November card, and so it could be in November, and you have this card that says involvement with the law. I am getting like no speeding, so don't speed in the month of November or anything like that in your car. Take your time, right? But for others, I feel like it's a divorce, but you already know about it. You have the September card, and you have this chair empty. It says someone is leaving your life. So some of you could be going through a divorce or a separation here, but I'm going to pull 2 extra cards because I feel like that's all connected. And if that part of the story is for you, I don't even feel like that is for everyone. If that is for you, I feel like you're already going through it. You have this quill card that says, get back to basics. I'm telling you, like, literally, I tell people, KISS, you know, keep it simple, stupid, as they say. You know, I think that keeping it simple is the name of the game right now. I encourage, I literally beg people to focus on leverage. I think the best thing we can do right now is look at what we're doing, King of Wands energy. Look at what you're doing and see what is working, what is not. Double down on the things that are working and get rid of the rest. Like, the more we focus on the 80-20 rule, the more successful we'll be at this time. It's just in the energy. You have this teardrops card. I'm hearing all cried out. Like, I feel you've shed enough tears over something, whatever that is. I feel like you're releasing it. You have this bridge. It says successfully overcoming a problem. If you have been involved with the law recently, or if you've been going through something, it looks like you're overcoming it. If you're about to, if you're about to overcome, if you're about to go through something. Like I said, it's like you're gonna overcome it. If you're dealing with any other issues, I feel like you're gonna overcome them. Yeah, you have this younger man card, and it says fears, worries, tense situation. So it could be with a younger man as well, just repeating itself. But this is, overall, very, very positive reading, Scorpio. Looks really good. Again, I would dream big. That's like the one thing I would really tell you here, and take control, but it looks good. So thank you for being here, and definitely enjoy your quarter.